Hello, my name is Tiffany and my project is Find the Chatbot. So the goal of this project is to chat to people with emoji until the human find who is the chatbot. For the chatbot tool, I use two generators for the chatbot. The first one is the emoji generator, as the emoji generator needs a number to decide how many emojis are generated. I have a second number generator to set the minimum and maximum number that will be generated. And the maximum number I put here is 10. Because I think normally people won't typing so many emojis in a sentence. So then I played. There are 3 roles in this chat room. One is the detective, the other is human, could be multiple or single, and also the chatbot. For the trial, I only use one robot in the chat room, but I think I can try using multiple robots in later trials. So I played as the detective, and due to the technical constraints, I asked people who join the chat decide who will be the robot by themselves. So I will not know who is the robot. In the first trial, the robot was spotted immediately because the weird amount of number generated, so I had a version 2. In the version 2, I asked people to attend the same chat room to see if it will add complexity. And it sure does add the complexity, but the same issue happened, like when the weird amount of emoji was typing, it is very obvious that this is generated by the robot. And perhaps because I know the rules and the minimum maximum numbers, that also influence the knowledge I have as a detective. So in version 3, I try to level up the wisdom of the chatbot. The chatbot will only type in the average number the human is typing, and to reduce the possibility of being caught. However, one random incident that failed this trial is that the person who is the robot doesn't understand the rule and typing sometimes from the generator and sometimes from his own will. So it makes me, the detective, harder to guess who is the robot. Here you can see in the screenshot that the guy Peter is the robot, but sometimes he used generator and sometimes he didn't use the generator because he says that he doesn't want to be figured out as robot too soon, and that is adding the whole complexity to this trial. But it's quite interesting because at the same time it's also like questioning for this project on how smart a robot will be. By default, the robot is not smart at all. It's just like reacting through generators, and the rules behind the generator is just random, without any personal will. But it is an interesting randomness that he adds into the project. So some conclusion thoughts of this project is that first, emoji changes its meaning as the way we use it, and it also depends on our knowledge of that pictogram. Secondly, when I mumbled, I use random emoji without any meaning. So that means that if we regard emoji as a signifier that has certain meaning or meanings, it's actually has other possibilities of like having no meanings at all as well. The third is that the knowledge of the rule in the chat room will also affect my action and reaction. By that I mean, for example, if I know the minimum and maximum number that the robot is going to generate, that will also affect how I determine that person is a robot or not. So this could be eliminated in the final trial if I'm going to apply that. So thank you for your time and hope you enjoyed that.